late at night, but we've been here for the past 8 hours, and we're still here for the country. So, Mr. Abaya, please, 3 minutes. If it goes beyond that, I'm going to be that bad lady who's going to be stopping people. Then from Mr. Abaya, I'll go directly to Joseph Mwali. Please go ahead.
Thank you for this opportunity. First of all, it's a very sad morning in this country where families are mourning their loved ones. People have been killed by people who are supposed to protect them. The events of yesterday can confirm to us, to all of us, the citizens of this country, that there is no one who is safe. Whether you are a police, whether you are a lawyer, you are a doctor, you are a mamamboga, you are a border rider, there is no one who is safe. Maybe the police officers who are perpetrating brutality. To this end, I think I am convinced beyond doubt that the president is not serving the people of Kenya. If indeed he was serving the people of Kenya, he would have implemented all the demands that have been made out clear and loud to him by the Gen Zs. To this point, I think we should make it clear. The movement is no longer about the Gen Zs. We're asking all our friends, our mothers, everyone to join us in this cause. Because yesterday it was Denzel's burial. Tomorrow we might never know who will be killed by the police. So it's high time our mothers and our fathers join us in this cause. Because the police have proved to us that they don't even care. They're after our souls. And another thing that I've noted from yesterday's protest is that I don't know whether the media was paid or because every station was not covering the protest. I don't know what was happening. So what we will do is let us invest more in citizen journalism. Citizen journalism is whereby whenever you're in the protest, make sure your phone is rolling, your camera is rolling. Let us record all the atrocities that are being committed by this government. I don't know what it will take the president. I don't know what it will cost him implementing whatever he has been asked to implement. We have not asked him to call for dialogue with the opposition. We have not asked him to swap one incompetent person to another docket. That is not what we're asking for. We need new faces. We need competent Kenyans, people who have goodwill, people who mean well for this country. People who don't have graft cases, people who have not been accused of corruption, not murders. We want people who have a clean track record, people who've delivered. We have people, competent people here, not just recycling the same faces, same people who have failed him. The people whom he has brought to government are political failures. I'm wondering if someone couldn't lobby people, someone couldn't convince people to vote for him in the last election. How is he going to help him steer the nation forward? We don't need political failures. We need people who have track record, who can perform well, given people who have integrity, not corrupt people who have failed in politics are the people that is bringing back to government. So I'm asking all Kenyans of goodwill, let us join hands, let us be united. This is not the time that we should be speaking. Of course, it is good to speak about gender issues, but let us not be divided in the lines of gender. We are fighting for a common cause. We want a transparent government. We want an accountable government. We want people that we can be able to trust with our resources. That is all I had for today. Thank you.
Asante sana, Abaya. Thank you. We're calling upon everybody. The movement is no longer just the Gen Z. This is for all of Kenyans. So from every corner, if you can shikana mikono, bring one another into the movement. It's very important. One thing we do in this room is we follow one another. Back to Abaya's point, yesterday the media didn't cover anything, and this is because they were gagged. They had a gag order, so they could not do as much. So for our citizen journalism to prosper, it's important that we have numbers from one another. So follow one another in this room right now. Let's do that. That way, if somebody is on the field and something is happening, they can always record it, and people can see it and share it, and know that we are the media that we have right now. Citizen was attacked over the weekend. They did not share as much yesterday. We're also seeing NTV and KTN. They didn't share as much. So we are on this together, but it's a good time that we're living in the time of social media. Nobody can gag over 5 million Kenyans who are always active on Twitter, on X Space. I'm going to go to Joseph Mwali and then Mumbi. Dakika tatu tafadhali. Joseph Mwali, tafadhali, if you're not there, unfortunately we might drop you down so we can have another speaker. Please go ahead.
I'm here.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. What I would like to say is let's go to the verse on the Bible that love of money is the root of all evil. And I believe Kenya is being destroyed by people who love money. And their evil comes from actually loving money. So where we are is that they can do anything for money. They don't care about humanity. They don't care about its citizens. All they care about is being rich, having good houses, fancy cars, and everything. Now, I think even comparing Ruto to President Moi is doing Moi an injustice. Because actually, Ruto is worse than I think anybody have had as a president. He's evil, and all he wants to do is rule through killing and blood, carrying the Bible on one hand and killing on the other. Now, Josephine said that prayer is okay, but there's nowhere where we can get justice. Justice is only gotten through revolution. And revolution is what we are doing. Because when our children go out on the streets, they are trying to revolutionize this country for change, so that we can have a better nation for our generations to come. We cannot sit back and watch someone destroy our country, and yet we are saying that it's the people who are on the street who are destroying. The people who are on the streets are just crying for justice, which is not being gotten. He's not listening. He will not listen. He doesn't have the bravery, because the people who is putting in office already know his secrets. They have stolen together, so he cannot leave them out. And so he has to go. That's the only solution that Kenya has. And we cannot relent. We cannot go back on this. We have to move forward, fight, because this is what we need to do for us to get justice. It's not about being civil, because he can't listen to anything. He wants to rule. That was his purpose. That is why he lied, because what he wanted is to be president, that's all. He already stole back way back in 1992. He was already a billionaire. So now what he wants is to be king. Just as King Herod killed 2,000 children because he was looking for Jesus, who was named a king. It's that insanity that is in his head. Thank you very much. I don't have much to say.